It's alright. You have to say,
Are you bored with your life? I mean, are you bored with your work? Your life? Are you bored with your work, your relationship, or even with your life in general? Boredom is when you are bored, or quality of being boring. There are lots of reasons that one might be bored. The most common one would be that we don't know what to do. Other one would be that we are lazy, tired, and we just don't feel like doing the stuff we have in front of us to do. And boredom becomes a great concern when we are indecision and we feel listless and drained. Here are some ideas on how to overcome boredom. Break out of the routine. While it is important to have a structure of life, constantly doing something radically different in your life, constantly doing something radically different or at unusual time can be a work personally. You know, like you get bored doing the same thing over and over. Like I would have this routine where I would just come to school to home and do homework, and then I'll have plenty of time to do, and I'll be sitting there bored. So I decided like why not do something different? Like instead of doing my homework by myself, why not call some friends to hang out and do homework? You know, break that routine. Other thing we could do is talk to other different people. Hanging out with the same people, you get bored, you know, like I would hang out with the same people from high school, and like I would get tired of sometimes seeing them, you know, like we would talk and stuff, but I would just get bored of seeing them sometimes. So try talking to different people would help you not to be bored and hang out with different people and do different things. Another thing is be active, you know, just go out, go for a walk, or even go for a run. Like when I feel sometimes bored, I go to the park and run, and after I'm done running, I feel tired, but it feels good after a while. And yeah, today I have talked about how to overcome boredom. I hope next time that you feel bored, you will remember some of these ideas.
They walked up, and then my friend wanted to see who was being sketchy or whatever. And then she turned, and then she's like, her face started dropping, and like he was like looking at her from the side of his face. And it was like right when he started to get skinny, and then he like started walking in the light turning ring, and she's like, Josh, and he's like, I'm getting out of here. Started walking out, and his friend was like, wait, you can't go. And his friends were walking up behind him. And then her little sister was bad with us.
You know, it says Coca-Cola.
I'll let you have it. But
I don't know how to go backwards. Well, of course you need to get teacher.
Oh my God. Like they went
All right, Jess, obviously you had a little bit of anxiety in the introduction. You had trouble getting past that first sentence.
Pretty cool. I like to think if I'm famous and start with something that's
Yeah, I had a little trouble getting past that first sentence, and one of the things that you do to try and relax is you're putting your hand in your pocket, and that looks sort of odd. I know that boredom is the subject of the speech, but it sounds a little circular with the definition, and I'm not sure exactly what it is you're trying to say about boredom. I do finally get the impression that you're going to try and tell us how to get out of our boredom. So, okay, that's an objective that I think clarifies itself a little bit better as you go along. Now, the problem here is that you rely just primarily on your own experience to give us answers to this. And while your experience might be helpful to you, I'm not sure how generalizable it is. For example, at one point you suggest running. I think that's in your last point. And I stopped running because it was the most boring thing I was doing in my life. I got just tired of doing that all over the place. Holy criminy, it felt like I was going in circles all the time. So, obviously, your personal experiences are valuable here as a way to make it interesting and talk about it, but you haven't seemed to broaden it at all. It doesn't seem like there's anything else that's backing up this. It feels a little bit like an impromptu speech that's been done with a lot more preparation instead of something that was an informative speech that was researched and put together. I did pick up a couple of places where you were making some transitions. Your presentation, look, your facial expressions are actually quite animated. You look engaged while you're talking to us. For the most part, you're looking at us, and I thought that was okay. Your voice is a little bit inconsistent. Sometimes it's quieter than others, and sometimes, especially in that opening section where you were getting stuck, you'd get flummoxed by a word or two, and that seemed to be where your anxiety was at the beginning of the speech. It's only 3 minutes and 20 seconds, so it's a short presentation for a 7-minute assignment, and that means that there's probably a lot more content that you could have added to it as well. All right, thank you.